Chapter 41 Practice and you will be rewarded. You are listening at novelfull.audio. There is no need to do sect tasks, there is an unlimited supply of spiritual energy pills. If you can't practice to death, practice to death. Everyone's eyes were a little crazy, and they looked at Chen Luo with extremely fanatical eyes. Is what he said true? Is there such a good thing? As if to prove his words, Chen Luo waved his right hand lightly, and suddenly, a hill appeared next to him. This hill contains endless spiritual power, and a rich fragrance emanates from it. Everyone's eyes were looking straight at the hill in front of them. This hill is apparently made up of top-quality spiritual energy pills. There are so many spiritual energy pills, my God, everyone's eyes are red. And they are looking straight at the hill in front of them. Many people rubbed their eyes, thinking they were dazzled. You must know that spiritual energy pills are originally pills that can assist cultivation, not to mention the best ones, and they are extremely effective. Chen Luo directly took out a small mountain of spiritual energy pills, which were of the highest quality, completely impacting the psychological defenses of these disciples who had just joined Tianzhu Peak. The appearance of this hill made everyone believe in Chen Luo's words. There are so many top-grade spiritual energy pills, even 2 pills a day, is enough for them to eat for several years. How many people have never taken a top-quality spiritual energy pill, but here there is an unlimited supply, which is simply unbelievable. Some people have already begun to imagine the scenario in which they use spiritual energy pills to practice and their strength rapidly improves. In addition, if you are a disciple who has made great progress in cultivation, I have additional rewards. 1,000-year spiritual fruits, top-level skills, super-powerful secret techniques, heaven-level spiritual treasures, and even holy weapons may be given as rewards. Chen Luo then told another piece of bombshell news, which instantly ignited the hearts of all the disciples. They came here to become stronger. Now, someone actually provides the best earth-level skills for free, and there is an unlimited supply of spiritual energy pills. There are rewards for practicing quickly. Such good things are something they would never dare to dream of. As Chen Luo spoke, he also took out another pile of treasures, including a lot of millennium spirit fruits, a lot of heavenly level spirit treasures, and some treasures exuding superpower. These disciples didn't know what it was, but they knew that it must be an incredible treasure. There were so many spiritual fruits, spiritual treasures, and treasures that everyone felt as if they were in the clouds, almost thinking that they were dreaming. First of all, in the first month, the disciple who makes the most progress can get 10,000-year spirit fruits and 1 heaven-level skill. The second place can get 8,000-year spirit fruits and 1. Chen Luo then said calmly and announced the first month's rewards. From first place to 20th place, different rewards have been formulated. Even the 20th one in the end will be rewarded with an earth-level top-grade spiritual treasure. Every word Chen Luo said ignited their hearts and made their hearts beat fast, except for Liucheng. The other true disciples in front of Chen Luo all felt their heads buzzing. Although they have seen the world, especially Mu Luoli, who is the little princess of the Phoenix tribe, they do not have such crazy rewards and benefits. As long as you practice, you will be rewarded if you practice quickly. This branch is too weird. Master, what do you want to do? Aren't you afraid of going bankrupt? With so many disciples, receiving unlimited amounts of top-quality spiritual energy pills every day is already a huge burden. Not to mention, there are follow-up rewards, which simply don't treat treasures as treasures. Okay, that's all I have to say. You should know what to do next. Chen Luo then said calmly. After saying that, he disappeared in front of everyone in an instant. Tianzhu YYDS, I love Tianzhu. What chow, I've decided on the first place. The heaven-level skills are mine, and I also have the 1,000-year spirit fruit. Go away, don't think about it. Is competition just about progress in cultivation? No one works harder than me. Impossible, only I can take first place. You think too much. Trash, is number 1 the one you shouted out? It's the result of practice. After Chen Luo left, everyone fell into madness and their expressions became extremely excited. They were all completely stunned by Chen Luo's generosity. Some people have already begun to imagine the scene of winning the reward. After all, the rewards given by Chen Luo were so generous that everyone wished they were the first. Of course, there are smart people who have started practicing. Wokeo, you've started practicing now. Damn it, aren't you tired after climbing the ladder all day? A disciple exclaimed when he saw that a small number of people had started practicing. I'm so tired. The heavenly level kung fu is mine. Don't even think about it. I'm going to have my liver retarded for a month, a tall disciple said. That's right, what's so tiring about practicing? I just hate that I can't clone myself, otherwise I would have to practice with 110 clones. Said a disciple. Yes. If you are tired, you should rest first. Don't affect my practice here. Another disciple said. Bah, I won't be fooled, then I will also practice, who is afraid of whom? Me too. +1. Soon, more and more people stopped arguing and fell into a state of cultivation. Soon, the entire Tianzhu Peak was silent, with only the roar of spiritual power. Everyone swallowed the best spiritual energy pills and continued to practice. The surrounding spiritual energy continued to surge towards the many disciples as everyone practiced together. Not bad, roll them all up for me, don't stop. Chen Luo from a distance looked at the diligent cultivation of many disciples with satisfaction. He obtained so many low-level treasures just to stimulate the desire of these disciples to practice. Let them practice hard. After all, these ordinary cultivation disciples all have the same return of cultivation effects. The harder they work, the faster Chen Luo's strength will improve, although it's not 10 times. Chen Luo still understands that if there are too many of them, they will add up to a small amount. At this moment, Chen Luo could feel that the spiritual power in his body was constantly boiling. He had just broken through the 6th level of saint cultivation and was showing signs of improvement. After Chen Luo looked at it for a while, he left. He knew that all he could do was done, and all he had to do next was wait for the harvest. In a quiet room at Tianzhu Peak, the room was filled with extremely rich spiritual power, as well as bursts of rich fragrance. Senior Brother Hua, tell me why Master invests so many resources into these ordinary disciples, Daotian asked softly as he absorbed the spiritual power from the 10,000-year spirit fruit in his hand. Because the spiritual power of the 10,000-year spirit fruit is too powerful, it cannot be easily digested by Liucheng. Chapter 42 Hit Me Again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Therefore, Liucheng planned to absorb part of the spiritual power by himself first, and then eat it later when his level was high. On the other side of the room, there was a young man wearing black clothes sitting cross-legged. The young man in black attire also absorbed the spiritual power of the 10,000-year spiritual fruit to improve his cultivation. Both of them were filled with majestic aura, and the rapid spiritual power formed spiritual pressure around them. I don't know either. Those things are not something we should consider. However, Junior Brother Yi, I didn't expect that the son of the Heavenly Sword Saint King of the Central Region would actually come to join this Daotian sect. Hua Yuntian spoke slowly and looked at Liucheng beside him with a smile. I didn't expect that the descendant of the magic jar would also join the Daotian sect in the eastern region. Liucheng raised his eyebrows and continued. The two looked at each other with understanding smiles. No matter what, there are some things I don't want to know, but now, you are my senior brother. Liucheng said. Yes, we are brothers. Hua Yuntian also nodded. Immediately afterwards, the two of them absorbed the spiritual power of the 10,000-year spiritual fruit in the room while exchanging their own cultivation experiences. Both of them are top geniuses with unique insights into cultivation. After some exchanges, both of them gained a lot, and their relationship with each other became much closer. It seems that the rumors are all false. Those guys in Zhongzhou have spread the rumors that senior brother Hua is a murderous devil. Liucheng looked at Hua Yuntian in front of him and said with a smile. It turned out that after Hua Yuntian lost to Xiao Fan and the identity of the descendant of the magic jar was exposed, many rumors appeared inexplicably. These rumors are all to discredit Hua Yuntian. The original Hua Yuntian was also a gentle and elegant person. He practiced in Xuanhuan sect in a low-key manner. With his extraordinary talent, he had quite a reputation in the Central Territory. However, after a series of events, Hua Yuntian did nothing but was rumored to be a murderous demon, and all this is because he lost to Xiao Fan, an ancient holy body, and his identity as the successor of the magic jar. I don't care what they think of me. If I lose, everything I say is wrong. Hua Yuntian said calmly, as if he didn't care about these things anymore, but there was still a trace of absence in his eyes. In fact, Hua Yuntian also tried to explain, but when he saw the frightened and panicked eyes of his classmates who were originally as close as brothers and sisters, Hua Yuntian gave up. He knew that nothing could go back. Senior brother Hua, can you tell me about the ancient holy body Xuanhuan? He is now a very popular figure in the Central Territory. When I left the Central Territory, I heard that he was already in love with the little princess of the Jiang family of the imperial clan. Yichen continued. As soon as Yichen's words came out, Hua Yuntian's hands clenched tightly unconsciously. This Xuanhuan actually hooked up with the Jiang family of the imperial clan. However, senior brother Hua, there is no need to worry too much. If a tree is as beautiful as a tree in the forest, the wind will destroy it. It may not be a chance to catch up with the Jiang family, but it may also be a disaster. Yichen saw Hua Yuntian's emotions. Continued, as a member of a saint family, especially the son of the heavenly sword Saint King, Yichen knew a lot about the affairs of these top imperial families. Although Xuanhuan has now broken the shackles of the holy body and seems to be in full swing, the water for the imperial family is very deep. No matter how strong Xuanhuan is, it will be difficult for him without sufficient background. Thank you, junior brother Yi, for the explanation. Let me talk about Xuanhuan. He has indeed broken the shackles of the ancient holy body. He has unparalleled combat power. Moreover, the power of qi and blood is endless, and he has mastered many supreme magical powers and secret techniques. Hua Yuntian then said slowly, recalling the shocking battle with Xuanhuan before. Listening to Xuanhuan's words, Yichen also looked solemn. Senior brother Hua, can't you defeat him even with the power of the magic jar? Yichen couldn't help but ask. The immortal swallowing magic jar is a famous and supreme artifact in the ancient continent. It is said to be a terrifying existence that can even swallow immortals. I can't use the power of the magic jar yet. If I use it forcefully, I don't know whether Xuanhuan will die or not, but I will definitely die. Hua Yuntian then said solemnly. Yichen understood that the immortal swallowing magic jar was a supreme imperial weapon. Even if Hua Yuntian was the designated successor of the magic jar, he would not be able to exert its power in this realm. Senior brother Hua, in the future, you will definitely be able to defeat Xuanhuan, or even kill him. Yichen then comforted him. Hua Yuntian took a deep breath, defeated Xuanhuan, beheaded him. Thinking of Xuanhuan's terrifying and unparalleled strength, Hua Yuntian felt waves of heart palpitations. Yuntian, Chener, come to Master's room. Master has something to tell you. At this moment, a familiar voice came into the room. Hua Yuntian and Yichen both felt something in their hearts. It was the voice of their master. The two took a deep breath, then stopped practicing and walked quickly towards Chen Luo's room. Heavier, a little to the right, yes, that's it. In a room exuding strong spiritual power, Chen Luo was lying on a recliner made of thousand-year spiritual vines, looking extremely comfortable. Next to Chen Luo, Mu Luoli, who was wearing a light green dress and was extremely pure, was squeezing Chen Luo's shoulders. At the same time, Mu Luoli used his own phoenix divine fire to clear Chen Luo's body. She looked just like a little maid in her well-behaved appearance, but she still had the domineering aura of the little princess of the Phoenix clan. Okay, Luoli, you've worked hard all day, go practice. After a while, Chen Luo stretched and felt very comfortable all over. Master, Luoli is not tired, Luoli likes to stay by your side. Mu Luoli heard Chen Luo wanted her to leave and said quickly. Chen Luo looked at the pure and beautiful girl in front of him, and his heart stagnated. Is his charm really that great? This little girl has only been with him for less than a day, and she looks like she can't leave him. It's okay, you like to stay by my side, and it's the same tomorrow. Chen Luo then touched the girl's head and said. Okay, master, can you agree to Luo Li's request? After a while, Mu Luo Li took a deep breath, then bit her lips slightly and said to Chen Luo. Her face was flushed. Chen Luo was stunned and agreed to her request. What does this little girl want to do? Do you want to be the first disciple to rebel against your master? Luoli, you are my disciple, and you are still young. don't think about irrelevant things. Chen Luo continued righteously. Mu Luoli was a little confused. Young? Relevant? Master, I. The blush on Mu Luoli's face became more obvious. Tell me what's going on first, remember, think it through first. Chen Luo continued. Master, I just want you to hit me again. Chen Luo. Chapter 43 Granting the Skill. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the elegant room, the pure and beautiful girl tightly grasped her little hands, and her delicate face was full of blushing. There was mist in her eyes, which looked extremely attractive. I'll beat you again. Chen Luo looked at Mu Luoli, and felt speechless. Did this little girl awaken some special attributes because she was beaten up during the day? This is not a good thing. Although it feels good, but... Master, just once, really, just like during the day. Just as Chen Luo seemed to be frightened by his own words, Mu Luoli continued with a blushing face, lowering her head and not daring to look at Chen Luo. Once, just once, is this a matter of number of times? Girl, there is something wrong with your thinking. Why do you want me to beat you? Chen Luo took a deep breath and asked. Chen Luo still didn't believe it. Although he had heard of many strange fetishes in his previous life, a beautiful girl of this level would become addicted after just one time. Still, Chen Luo felt a little speechless. Chen Luo felt that he needed to confirm it again. Master, after you hit me today, I felt that the blood power in my body seemed to awaken a little. I want to try if it was because of Master hitting me. Mu Luoli then lowered her head shyly. That's it. That's it. Chen Luo's mouth twitched slightly. He thought it was a big deal, but it turned out to be like this. I said that the little princess of the Phoenix clan is not a little bitch. However, I should feel happy. Why do I feel a little disappointed? Chen Luo's mind was filled with thoughts. Mu Luoli lowered her head and didn't say anything. She just felt that her face was completely lost. How could she ask others to hit her? It was still that place. It was really too embarrassing. However, Mu Luoli also wanted to awaken her blood quickly. Mu Luoli is the body of a divine phoenix, but it takes a long time to fully awaken the power of the divine phoenix bloodline. Mu Luoli has only awakened a small part now, and the rest will require a higher realm or more time to awaken. However, during the day, after Chen Luo beat Mu Luoli actually felt that the power of his divine phoenix bloodline had awakened a little bit inexplicably. Although it was just a little bit, it was already very important to Mu Luoli. Therefore, Mu Luoli would make this request here. Although Mu Luoli was not very clear about what happened in his clan, it was definitely right to improve his strength as soon as possible. Master, junior brother Hua and junior brother Yi are here, waiting for an interview outside. At this time, a clear and pleasant voice came in. It was the voice of senior sister Li, and Mu Luoli quickly recognized it. You go back first, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. Chen Luo took a deep breath and continued. Although Chen Luo also wanted to help Mu Luoli, now was obviously not the time. Mu Luoli bit her red lip slightly, nodded, and then said goodbye to Chen Luo and left the room. The girls nowadays are really getting wilder and wilder. Looking at Mu Luoli's immature back, Chen Luo muttered in his heart. Soon, Yi Chen and Hua Yuntian entered Chen Luo's room. After entering the room, the two respectfully saluted Chen Luo. There is nothing else to call you here this time, just to teach you new skills. Chen Luo continued. Teach new skills. Both of them were stunned. They didn't expect that it was this. Before they came, they had many guesses, thinking that something was going on. Unexpectedly, they were going to teach skills. Thank you, Master, but I already have a main skill. Hua Yuntian took a deep breath and continued. As the descendant of the magic pot and the peerless genius of Xuanhuan's sect, Hua Yuntian naturally practiced the top skills. Yes, Master, me too. Yi Chen also nodded. Yi Chen is also a member of the Saint family, and he is not short of skills. Chen Luo raised his eyebrows. These two guys, it seems, have no confidence in my skills. I know your identities are not simple. I don't want to ask anything, but you can take a look at these skills before making a decision. Chen Luo then said lightly. The two looked at each other and nodded. It's okay to give it a try. Then, Chen Luo pointed his right finger, and two spiritual lights flew to the two people in front of him, Soul-Devouring Heavenly Demon Sutra, and Holy Spirit Innate Sutra, two holy-level top-grade skills, were transmitted to Huayuntian and Yi Chen's minds respectively. This skill. Feeling the Soul-Devouring Heavenly Demon Sutra in his mind, Huayuntian's face was extremely shocked, and his mind was already wrapped in endless Tao. Moreover, the immortal devouring demon pot in his mind was constantly making joyful sounds, as if it was extremely satisfied with this skill. It was the first time that Huayuntian saw the fragments of the immortal devouring demon pot make such a sound. Not only that, this soul-devouring heavenly demon scripture is extremely powerful, and it is very suitable for the constitution of his devouring demon body, which can maximize the potential of his devouring demon body. Moreover, it seems to be of great help to him in controlling the fragments of the magic jar. It is simply a technique tailor-made for him, which is countless times more advanced than the saint-level technique he practiced before. If I had practiced this technique before, I might not have lost any of the previous battles. Huayuntian was shocked. However, it is not too late now. With this technique, I can improve my strength. Xiao Fan, you wait for me. Huayuntian clenched his fists tightly, and his heart was extremely excited. Yi Chen on the other side also had a dull face. The technique in his mind caused a storm in his heart. Holy Spirit Innate Sutra is also a technique that seems to be tailor-made for him, and it fits his innate sword body very well. The moment Holy Spirit Innate Sutra appeared in his mind, Yi Chen's innate sword body burst into a low sword sound. Mysterious power is constantly flowing in the body. The power belonging to the innate sword body seems to have been strongly nourished. At this time, both of them were caught in a mysterious power surge, and countless spiritual lights flowed on their bodies. After a while, both of them came back to their senses from the mysterious state, and the eyes they looked at Chen Luo were already extremely respectful. Thank you, Master, for the method. If Master has any orders, I will do it without hesitation. Both of them knelt on the ground and kowtowed heavily. These two techniques are too important to the two of them. It can be said that with these techniques, the road to becoming a strong person has become much smoother. I don't need you to do anything. In the future, practicing well is the best reward for me. Chen Luo smiled slightly and continued. Chapter 44, Bad Touch. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chen Luo naturally saw that these two skills were extremely important to the two and were very helpful to their cultivation. However, the better the effect on them, the happier Chen Luo was. With the master-disciple function, their cultivation effect would be returned tenfold to Chen Luo. They practiced smoothly, and Chen Luo was so happy that he couldn't wait. There are two more martial arts, I will pass them on to you as well. Chen Luo then taught the Demon Spirit Heaven Seal, and Desolate Heaven Sword Art, to the two were even more excited. The high-grade martial arts of the saint level had unparalleled offensive power and possessed extremely strong power. The high-grade martial arts of the saint level were something that could suppress the foundation of the Holy Land, and Chen Luo actually gave them to them casually, especially these two. It seems that they are extremely suitable for the two and can greatly improve their strength. The two who got the skills also admired Chen Luo more and more, and felt that they had come to the right place. There are also these pills. When you practice, don't be stingy and eat more. Chen Luo then took out a few bottles of Lingyuan holy pills and handed them to the two. Both of them felt a little numb. It was too extravagant to give them holy pills in the creation realm. Master, we are only in the creation realm. If we use this pill, isn't it a bit of a waste? Yi Chen continued in a deep voice. Even his brother, the eldest son in the family, who was loved by everyone, was not so extravagant as to use holy pills for practice, and Chen Luo directly gave them 2 bottles each. Huayuntian was also a little confused. Giving exercises and martial arts was fine, but now giving holy pills, they were only in the creation realm, it was simply too exaggerated. Even the imperial family was not so arrogant as to let disciples in the creation realm use holy pills for practice. Don't worry, there is nothing to waste. It's just some holy pills. As long as it can improve your strength, it is not a waste. Chen Luo said casually. Seeing Chen Luo say this, the two did not refuse and accepted it. By the way, there are many thousand-year-old spiritual fruit trees planted in the back mountain. You can eat as much as you want. Don't be polite. Chen Luo seemed to have thought of something and then said to the 2,000-year-old spiritual fruit is eaten as much as you want. Both of them just felt a little numb. This is what people say, but thinking of the master's arrogance, the two finally explained. After preparing to recruit disciples, Chen Luo transplanted all the important spiritual fruit trees to the back mountain. After Chen Luo explained some things to them, he let them leave. The two then left Chen Luo's room in a daze. Finally, it's okay. Next, just lie down and get stronger. Chen Luo breathed a sigh of relief, and the cultivation in his body was still rising. Obviously, there are many disciples in Tianzhu Peak who are practicing hard. Woo woo woo. Just as Chen Luo lay down, a soft milky white little fox jumped into Chen Luo's arms and rubbed Chen Luo's body. It's Xiaobai, I haven't stroked you for a long time, come, let me rub it. Xiaobai lay in Chen Luo's arms obediently. Chen Luo stroked Xiaobai in his arms, feeling extremely comfortable. Then, Chen Luo fell asleep directly in Xiaobai's soft body. In the next 2 days, Chen Luo did not go to the disciple recruiting ceremony, but handed over all matters to Li Yener. Li Yener did not disappoint Chen Luo, and handled all matters in an orderly manner. In the next 2 days, there were not too many disciples with strong cultivation talents in the disciple recruiting ceremony. There were only 2 disciples with saintly qualities, but they were taken away by other branches. Chen Luo did not care. Now that he had the Daoyuan Xingling pool, he could mass-produce disciples with saintly qualities, and he was not short of some disciples. Under Chen Luo's instructions, Li Yener recruited more than 200 disciples, and the number of disciples in Tianzhu Peak reached more than 300. Chen Luo did not intend to accept too many disciples. After all, this primary cultivation bond was limited in number. If there were too many, it would only be wasted. Under the guidance of Li Yener, the newly joined disciples smoothly integrated into Tianzhu Peak and quickly entered a state of hard cultivation. The entire Tianzhu Peak was caught in a frenzy of crazy cultivation. Disciples of Tianzhu Peak could be seen practicing hard everywhere. After Huayun Tian and Yichen obtained Chen Luo's martial arts, they also entered a state of hard practice. Chen Luo's strength was also rapidly improved by the hard practice of many disciples. 10 days later, the back mountain of Tianzhu Peak. Pa pa pa. A crisp sound rang out in a room in the back mountain. This sound was mixed with some muffled groans of girls and a little panting. It seemed that something strange was going on in the room. Master, it's okay. After a while, a childish voice rang out, and the voice was slightly trembling. Chen Luo looked at the blushing beautiful girl in front of him and shook his head slightly. This girl is not good. After so many times, she is still not used to it. Thank you, Master. I feel that my blood power has awakened a lot today. After a while, Mu Luoli came back to her senses and said with a slight bite of her lips. You're welcome, it's just a small favor. Chen Luo continued softly. The next morning after passing it to Huayun Tian and Yichen, Mu Luoli couldn't wait to find Chen Luo. Chen Luo did not disappoint Mu Luoli, and met her request and beat her up. After Mu Luoli accepted Chen Luo's beating, she found that it was indeed because Chen Luo beat her that her bloodline power was awakened. Although it was only a little bit, Mu Luoli was already extremely happy. So, there was the current scene. Beating Luoli every day has become a must-do for Chen Luo every day. Chen Luo guessed that it might be related to his own chaotic divine body, and Chen Luo also tried other methods to see if he could awaken his power. However, it seems that there is no more effective way except being beaten, so, just to show some strength, Chen Luo did not refuse Mu Luoli again. Master, I'm leaving. I'm going to prepare the spiritual fruit smoothie that Master likes the most. Mu Luoli then sorted out her state and said to Chen Luo. Well, go. Chen Luo replied. By the way, there is one more thing. Chen Luo seemed to think of something and continued. Master, please speak. Mu Luoli said. You need to eat more meat. You seem to have lost some weight these days, and your hands don't feel good anymore. Chen Luo said seriously. Mu Luoli. Then, Mu Luoli blushed, twisted her waist, and left the room directly. Chapter 45 Wang Feng and Wang Xian. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Looking at Mu Luoli, who suddenly became shy again, Chen Luo showed a slight smile. Yes, it's not bad to tease Xiao Luoli from time to time, lying down to sleep, pampering Xiao Bai, beating Luoli. Such a good life. Boom. At this moment, an extremely powerful aura suddenly appeared on Chen Luo's body. The majestic spiritual power around him continued to surge crazily towards Chen Luo's body, about to break through. Chen Luo's eyes lit up. I didn't expect to break through so soon. Not bad, not bad. It is quite difficult to break through the realm of saints. It is normal to break through a small realm in a few years, or even more than 10 years, however, with the training bonds of many disciples of Tianzhu Peak and the tenfold return of those disciples, Chen Luo achieved a breakthrough in just 10 days. This speed is extremely frightening, and can no longer be described as a monster. Following Chen Luo's breakthrough, the entire back mountain seemed to be in an extremely violent sense of oppression. After a long while, Chen Luo finally succeeded in breaking through and reached the 7th level of the saint. Yes, if you continue at this pace, you will soon be able to break through the Holy King and continue to develop in a low-key manner. By the way, let's go see how Wang Xian is doing, Chen Luo thought. After Chen Luo brought Wang Xian back to Tianzhu Peak, he asked Wang Xian to start receiving the baptism of Daoyuan Xingling Pool. Now, Wang Xian has been soaked in Daoyuan Xingling Pond for 12 days. Immediately afterwards, Chen Luo also left the room and walked slowly towards where Wang Xian was, the mountain behind Tianzhu Peak. A valley that is extremely rich in spiritual energy. There are still many elixirs and spiritual trees planted around the valley. There is also a small pool in the center of the valley that exudes endless Taoist aggregates. Sitting cross-legged in the small pond was a young man with a resolute expression. The young man was shirtless and had his eyes slightly closed. The spiritual liquid in the pool exuded an extremely mysterious power, and wisps of spiritual intelligence continued to surge towards the young man's body. As the inspiration continued to be absorbed, bursts of spiritual light seemed to appear in the young man's body. Wang Xian, I'm here to bring you food. Just as the boy was absorbing the power in the pool, a voice rang in the boy's ears. Not far away, a young man in brocade clothes walked slowly over with a piece of roast rabbit. Brother Feng, you're here. Wang Xian showed a sincere smile. The person coming was none other than Wang Feng, Wang Xian's cousin. After Chen Luo took Wang Xian into Tianzhu Peak, Wang Feng also joined Tianzhu Peak. Wang Feng nodded, and then handed the roast rabbit to Wang Xian. Wang Xian was not polite and started eating in big mouthfuls. Brother Feng, you have broken through to the spiritual sea realm. Just as Wang Xian was eating roast rabbit meat, he suddenly felt the aura of the spiritual sea realm on Wang Feng. Yes, I just broke through this morning. If I were in Mingguang City, I would be considered a master. Wang Feng said, with a smile on his face. Wang Xian nodded heavily. Their Mingguang City was just a little-known little city in the eastern region. He is already considered a powerful master in the Linghai realm. What a pity, my strength is still not good enough in Tianzhu Peak. Wang Feng seemed to have thought of something and continued. Brother Feng, does Tianzhu Peak really have an unlimited supply of the best spiritual energy pills, and does everyone also receive the best earth-level skills? Wang Xian asked curiously after finishing the roast rabbit. That's right, that's it. What I am practicing now is the top-level earth-level technique, 5-element spiritual essence technique, handed down by the Peak Master. Wang Feng smiled, and then told Wang Xian what Chen Luo had said before about the great rewards for progress in cultivation. Wang Xian took a deep breath, his eyes full of longing and envy. Brother Feng, your talent is so amazing, you must be the top one this time. Wang Xian said confidently. Well, first of all, it's easier said than done. You don't know how perverted those animals are. Damn it. They run around for 12 hours a day without stopping at all. They don't even forget to practice when they go to the toilet. They are simply perverted to the extreme. Especially that guy named Li Dalong. He has been practicing for 10 days and 10 nights, and his meridians have been damaged. As soon as Wang Xian's words came out, Wang Feng immediately complained, because the cultivation environment of Tianzhu Peak is so good, coupled with the huge reward given by Chen Luo, more than 300 disciples have become completely involved. As they practice, each one becomes crazier than the last, although there is a gap in talent. With the help of such a favorable training environment and unlimited amounts of top-grade Lingyuan Dan, the impact of the talent gap is not that big. Moreover, the disciples who join Tianzhu Peak are basically all talented people with Xianpin or above. Although there are some gaps, they are not so big as to make people despair, as long as you work hard enough. There is still hope of winning some rewards, not to mention, practicing and becoming stronger is what every cultivator wants to do. My meridians are damaged, but I still practice. Wang Xian swallowed his saliva. Is this guy so crazy? Although Wang Xian cannot practice, he also knows that if there is a problem with the meridians, it will have a great impact on the body. Yes, fortunately the Peak Master is considerate and has prepared various recovery pills for us to use for free. Wang Feng continued, his tone full of reverence. The Peak Master also prepared free recovery pills. Wang Xian blinked. This Peak Master was really worried about his disciples practicing well. Where can you find such a Peak Master? Wang Xian wished that he could fix his body right now and devote himself to practice. On the scroll, Wang Xian, had never been afraid of anyone. Wang Xian, I have already reported back to the Wang family about your joining Daotian sect. Your sister's life in the Wang family should be a little better. Wang Feng continued to say to Wang Xian. Thank you, Brother Feng. Wang Xian then clasped his fists to thank him. Wang Xian was really grateful to Wang Feng. He also knew that it was Wang Feng who passed the trial and found branches one by one, and finally Chen Luo gave him this opportunity. Moreover, he also reported back about his joining Daotian sect, and with the deterrence of Daotian sect, no one would dare to touch his sister. Wang Xian took a deep breath and felt relieved. Okay, Wang Xian, I won't say any more to you. I'm going back to practice. I have no hope of being the top of the list, but I will definitely try my best to be in the top 3. Wang Feng continued to say to Wang Xian. Wang Xian nodded, knowing that Wang Feng wanted to improve his strength quickly, and did not try to persuade him to stay. Then, Wang Feng left the back mountain. Next, continue to absorb this power and restore your body. Chapter 46 The 4 Heroes of Liucheng. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Not bad, not bad, it seems that your body has recovered a lot. At this time, Chen Luo's voice sounded in Wang Xian's ears. Chen Luo appeared in the center of the valley without knowing when, feeling the changes in Wang Xian's body. At this time, Chen Luo was holding a cup of spiritual fruit smoothie in his hand and standing beside Wang Xian. Chen Luo clearly felt the mysterious aura around Wang Xian. In the Taoyuan Xingling pool, the Tao essence continued to surge towards Wang Xian's body. It was this Tao essence that was constantly repairing Wang Xian's body. Thank you, Master. I feel that my body is much better than before. Not only that, I feel that the speed of my understanding of martial arts can be improved to another level. Wang Xian said respectfully to Chen Luo. Chen Luo nodded with satisfaction. This Taoyuan Xingling pool is really a treasure. It really slowly repaired Wang Xian's enlightened body. / Master, I feel like my Qi Si seems to have opened now, and I can practice now. Can I start practicing now? / Wang Xian then said to Chen Luo. After hearing Wang Feng's words, Wang Xian is now looking forward to practicing and becoming stronger. Now his Qi Si seems to have opened, and it should be able to meet the conditions for practice. Can I practice now? Chen Luo narrowed his eyes slightly. It seems that the Daoyuan Xingling pool has opened his Qi Si. Don't move, I'll check the situation in your body. Chen Luo then said. Although Wang Xian said that he had recovered, Chen Luo still had to carefully explore it, which was safer. After all, such a precious enlightenment body cannot be damaged. Wang Xian nodded, and then closed his eyes slightly. Then, Chen Luo's hand touched Wang Xian's forehead, and a gentle mental force surged into Wang Xian's body. Chen Luo's gentle mental force continued to flow in Wang Xian's body, exploring the power in Wang Xian's body. Sure enough, the Sea of Qi had been opened. Chen Luo found that Wang Xian's Sea of Qi had been opened. Yes, you can practice now. Chen Luo took a deep breath. as soon as Chen Luo's words came out, Wang Xian's face suddenly became extremely happy. I can practice now. I can really practice now. Please give me the method, Master. Wang Xian continued respectfully. Then, Chen Luo taught Wang Xian the Holy Spirit Innate Sutra. Although this method is extremely suitable for Yi Chen, it is also a powerful and unparalleled method. It is no problem for Wang Xian to practice. When Wang Xian breaks through to the realm of creation, there will naturally be a method suitable for him to practice. Wang Xian felt the method in his mind, and his breathing became rapid. With his physique, he naturally saw at a glance that this was a super top-level method. Okay, then you can rest assured to recover your body and practice here. Chen Luo said softly after teaching Wang Xian the method. When Wang Xian is fully recovered, he can help him practice top-level martial arts. Although Yi Chen, Hua Yuntian and others are making good progress, Chen Luo still thinks it is too slow. With the enlightenment body, it should be much better. Thank you, Master. I will do my best for you in the future. If I break this oath, I will be punished by heaven and earth. Wang Xian then swore solemnly. When Wang Xian was most desperate, it was Chen Luo who gave Wang Xian hope. He not only restored his physique, but also gave him top-level practice techniques. At this time, Wang Xian was completely convinced by Chen Luo. Okay, just practice well in the future. With your strength as a master, you don't need to do that. Chen Luo said with a smile. After Chen Luo encouraged Wang Xian a few more words, he left directly under Wang Xian's fanatical eyes. Finally, I can practice. Wang Xian was excited. Only after experiencing countless setbacks and disappointments can you know how precious this moment is. I, Wang Xian, am not a waste. Wang Xian took a deep breath, and then began to learn the top-level skills in his mind and draw the qi into his body. Boom! Suddenly, the whole Daoyuan Xingling pool was filled with spiritual energy. Strands of spiritual power from heaven and earth flowed towards Wang Xian. Time passed slowly. Daoyuan Sect, a huge valley in Daoyuan Sect, there is spiritual energy everywhere, and there is a faint fragrance. There are many spiritual plants planted around, dancing in the breeze. Is Li Wenxuan that kid arrogant? After joining Tianzhu Peak, he seems to have disappeared. No matter how you call him, he can't be called. Said a young man in a purple brocade robe next to a willow tree in the valley. Yes, we agreed to support each other after joining Daoyuan Sect, but now that guy completely ignores us, even junior sister Feng Yun's message. It's too much. There was another big man in black on the other side, who was also angry. Next to the two, there was a beautiful woman with a slim figure, a cold face, and a burst of cold air around her. Maybe Wenxuan has something to hide. The beautiful woman Feng Yun frowned slightly. Alas, among our 4 heroes of Liucheng, some of them have lost their original intentions. The young man in purple brocade robe said with a sigh. It turned out that the 3 people and Li Wenxuan all came from Liucheng and joined Daoyuan Sect. Zhu Jiani, Chao Sanjin, Li Wenxuan, and Feng Yun all have great reputations in Liucheng in the eastern region. They are collectively known as the 4 heroes of Liucheng and have a harmonious relationship. Brother Zhu, Brother Chao, junior sister Feng Yun, how could I forget my original intention? It's just that I am very busy with cultivation during this period. At this moment, a familiar voice sounded. Not far away, a young man wearing a white robe slowly walked over. The young man is none other than Li Wenxuan. It's really hard for you to get a date. Tianzhu Peak is so good. It's not possible without Jin Shan, so you won't want to leave even one step away. Chao Sanjin patted Li Wenxuan on the shoulder and said. Wenxuan, your cultivation level, the spiritual sea realm, you have broken through the spiritual sea realm. At this moment, Zhu Jiani, who was not far away, seemed to have discovered something incredible and exclaimed. The 2 people next to him also had strange eyes, looking at Li Wenxuan in disbelief. The 4 heroes of Liucheng were all at the 7th level of the Xiandan realm before. Unexpectedly, Li Wenxuan was the first to break through the Linghai realm. You must know that Li Wenxuan's talent is not as good as the 3 of them. Now, he has entered the spiritual sea realm ahead of them. It's just good luck. not worth mentioning, Li Wenxuan said with a wry smile, my own cultivation is really nothing in Tianzhu Peak. Compared with those other animals, it is really far behind. Tianzhu Peak, is that bitch Li Yener in your Tianzhu Peak? That at this moment, a cold voice floated from a distance. Chapter 47 Breaking into Tianzhu Peak. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This voice was filled with a very majestic aura, almost suppressing everything. Li Wenxuan and the others all felt their scalps tingling and their bodies stiffened. Who dares to slander our senior sister? Li Wenxuan gritted his teeth and said, the spiritual power in his body was suppressed crazily. Boom! Then, a terrifying impact force blasted towards Li Wenxuan. Li Wenxuan's body was blasted away and he fainted directly. Wenxuan. Several people nearby immediately came to Li Wenxuan's side to check the situation. Senior sister, such a bitch, you call her senior sister, she doesn't deserve it. Another cold voice came, not far from the valley, a charming woman in a red dress slowly walked over, her eyes full of coldness. Beside the woman in the red dress, there were many monks, and there was a red mark like a flame on the clothes of these monks. Bang! After that, a fierce aura appeared on the body of the woman in the red dress again, and blasted towards the other three people. The other three were also knocked unconscious by the terrifying impact. Let's go, take me to find that bitch Li Yener. The red-dressed woman said lightly, then, a charming light emanated from the red-dressed woman's eyes, and she rushed directly to the unconscious Li Wenxuan. Li Wenxuan's body seemed to be controlled. He stood up woodenly, and then led the red-dressed woman and others to rush towards the location of Tianzhu Peak. Your Highness, we have investigated it clearly. The master of Tianzhu Peak is just a guy in the realm of saints. With the power of our Zheoyang Holy Land, the master of Tianzhu Peak will definitely hand over Li Yener obediently when he sees us. Next to the red-dressed woman, a middle-aged man said lightly, his tone full of pride. I don't care about the master of Tianzhu Peak. I'm just worried about brother Lin Yen. If he knows that I'm here to deal with this bitch, will he be unhappy? No matter what, they are engaged after all. The red-dressed woman frowned and said softly. Your Highness, that Li Yener publicly broke off the engagement in Heightened City, which made Master Lin Yen lose face. We caught her and presented her to Master Lin Yen. Master Lin Yen is so happy. Said a beautiful maid next to her. The woman in the red skirt pursed her lips slightly, and a flash of coldness flashed in her eyes. That's right, brother Lin Yen will definitely not be angry with me. The woman in the red skirt smiled brightly, and then continued to rush towards the location of Tianzhu Peak. Tianzhu Peak, a spiritual place with extremely rich spiritual energy in the back mountain. Many thousand-year-old spiritual fruits are planted here, and the spiritual energy and fragrance are constantly diffused around, making this spiritual place like a fairyland on earth. Under a 1,000-year-old spiritual fruit tree, a stunning girl in a purple long skirt constantly absorbs the spiritual power of the surrounding heaven and earth to improve her strength. The girl closed her eyes slightly, and the spiritual power around her kept rippling like water waves. Boom boom. After a while, a fierce momentum burst out from Li Yener's body, a burst of blue-purple glare appeared around her. Congratulations, senior sister, for breaking through the 7th level of the creation realm. A crisp and pleasant voice sounded. Not far away, a girl wearing a light green dress and twin ponytails came over with a smile. Luoli, why are you here if you don't practice hard? Li Yener slowly opened her eyes and looked at Mu Luoli next to her with soft eyes. Li Yener also liked this quirky little junior sister. Although she is sometimes naughty, most of the time, she is still very obedient and well-behaved. Senior sister, I want to ask if your human race has any secret recipes to replenish the body. Master said that I am too thin and need to replenish it. Mu Luoli blinked her delicate big eyes, slowly came to Li Yener's side, and gently hugged Li Yener's arm. Too thin, need to replenish it? Li Yener was stunned. Although Mu Luoli is still young, her figure and appearance are first class. Li Yener has never seen anyone more beautiful than Mu Luoli at this age. It's just that in front, it's a little. Luoli, why do you go to the master's room every day? When I accidentally passed by last time, I heard a little strange sound. Li Yener seemed to think of something and asked Mu Luoli. Li Yener found that after Mu Luoli joined Tianzhu Peak, she would go to Chen Luo's room every day. A few days ago, Li Yener accidentally passed by and heard some strange sounds. That sound made Li Yener feel trembling. Senior sister, did you hear it? Mu Luoli whispered to Li Yener, her face full of blushing. Li Yener's breathing became a little hurried. Looking at the stunning Mu Luoli in front of her, Li Yener felt a burst of defeat. Could it be? Could it be that master likes this kind of style? Then Li Yener bit her lips slightly, and her emotions seemed to be out of control. Big sister, I'm telling you, don't tell anyone else. It's master who is helping me awaken my bloodline. Mu Luoli blushed and said softly. Awakening bloodline? Li Yener was stunned. Then you look like. Li Yener sighed softly, and at the same time, she breathed a sigh of relief. It's good that it's not. It's good that it's not. Big sister, someone is forcing their way into our Tianzhu Peak. At this moment, a panicked voice came. A disciple of Tianzhu Peak quickly walked over from not far away, with a panic on his face, forcing their way into Tianzhu Peak. Li Yener's eyes suddenly became fierce. Tianzhu Peak, the outer jungle of Tianzhu Peak. The woman in red skirt led many monks and looked at the formation outside Tianzhu Peak with cold eyes. At the edge of the formation, there were still many monks who were constantly using terrifying spiritual power to impact the formation. Bang bang bang. The outer periphery of Tianzhu Peak was constantly filled with extremely violent collisions and spiritual power whistling sounds. // Your Highness, this formation seems to be a top-level holy formation, and it will take a lot of time to break it. / Next to the woman in red skirt, a white-haired old man said in a deep voice. This Tianzhu Peak actually has a top-level holy level formation. The red-dressed woman frowned slightly, staring at the formation in the distance. The top-level holy level formation is extremely precious, especially this kind of top-level formation that can protect a region. Generally speaking, only those top-level Holy Land forces have this kind of formation. It's incredible that a mere branch of the Daotian sect actually has this kind of formation. Chapter 48 Sword Light. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Has the investigation made it clear? Is this Tianzhu Peak really just an ordinary branch of the Daotian sect? The woman in the red dress continued to ask. Although their nine-sun holy land is powerful, it is not easy to offend any hidden power. If this Tianzhu Peak is really a hidden force, then things will not end well. Your Highness the Saint, our investigation has made it very clear that Tianzhu Peak is just an ordinary branch. It has been passed down for such a long time. It is not impossible to have a holy formation. The white-haired old man next to him continued. The woman in the red dress nodded. She was too cautious. She actually thought that there was a hidden power in a remote place in the eastern region. Speed up and break this formation as soon as possible, so that the master of Tianzhu Peak will know how powerful we are. The woman in the red dress continued calmly. Yes, Your Highness the Saint, said the other monks next to her. Immediately afterwards, everyone increased the intensity of their attacks, hoping to quickly break through the formation. The woman in the red dress watched coldly as her men bombarded Tianzhu Peak's formation. Boom! Just when the people from Nine Suns Holy Land were bombarding Tianzhu Peak's formation, bursts of thunder with terrifying impact suddenly appeared in Tianzhu Peak's formation. The lightning, which contained the aura of destroying the heaven and the earth, continuously bombarded those who were attacking the Nine Sun Holy Land with the formation. In a moment, many powerful men in the Nine Suns Holy Land were surged by the terrifying power of thunder. Collisions, roars, and screams resounded around Tianzhu Peak. Stop, do you know who we are? The woman in the red dress scolded in a sweet voice. Her face turned livid. The faces of other Nine Sun Holy Land people beside the woman in the red dress also became extremely ugly, and they gritted their teeth as they looked at the scene in front of them. Boom! However, it is obvious that those terrifying lightning offensives will not be weakened because of their identities. After a while, as the thunder continued to wreak havoc, those who attacked the formations in the Nine Suns Holy Land were directly bombarded into debris by the terrifying offensive. the broken residue was flying everywhere, and the whole air was filled with a burning smell. "Who are you? How dare you attack our magic circle at Tianzhu Peak?" A clear and sweet voice sounded. At the formation, a stunning girl wearing a purple dress appeared in front of everyone, holding a formation disc. The girl has a slim figure and delicate cheeks, especially her long and delicate legs, which are extremely eye-catching. "Humph, I am Zhou Qingyi, the Saint of Nine Suns' Holy Land. Do you know what you just did?" The woman in the red dress stared at Li Yener with cold eyes, her eyes full of anger. As soon as Zhou Qingyi's words came out, Li Yener frowned slightly. Was he from Nine Suns' Holy Land? Why did they suddenly attack our Tianzhu Peak formation? Jiuyang Holy Land is a Holy Land level force in the central region. It is extremely powerful and has a great reputation in the ancient continent. Now that you know you are afraid, kneel down and beg for mercy immediately. I can give you Tianzhu Peak a way to survive. Otherwise, your entire Tianzhu Peak will be destroyed. Zhou Qingyi then said coldly, with a flash in her eyes. A hint of jealousy. Li Yener's stunning appearance made Zhou Qingyi feel very disgusted. Such beautiful women should all die. What a loud tone! You can destroy our Tianzhu Peak without fear of the wind flashing your tongue. A clear and sweet voice sounded. A stunning girl with twin ponytails and a light green dress walked out of Tianzhu Peak. The girl was Mu Luoli. At this time, Mu Luoli was staring directly at Zhou Qingyi and others outside. There was a fiery red phoenix mark between his eyebrows that was constantly flashing. Seeing the girl who suddenly appeared, Zhou Qingyi's face became slightly solemn. She felt waves of terrifying pressure from Mu Luoli's body. It seemed that there was a power in this girl's body that made them tremble with fear. "I'm here to find your Li Yener from Tianzhu Peak. Leave Li Yener to us and we'll leave now." Zhou Qingyi took a deep breath and then said, "Now that an unidentified person has appeared, it is better to take a step back and catch Li Yener first. As for the things that just happened, wait until you go back to find someone to settle the accounts." "I am Li Yener, why are you looking for me?" Li Yener then said calmly, with doubts in her eyes. She didn't remember that she had offended anyone in the Nine Suns' Holy Land. Moreover, this was the first time for Li Yener to meet this Saint of Nine Suns' Holy Land. "What? You are that bitch Li Yener?" Zhou Qingyi's eyes widened, as if she didn't dare to imagine her own eyes. The stunningly beautiful woman in front of me with outstanding temperament turned out to be Li Yener. She. "Humph, you dare to scold my senior sister, let's see what I say to deal with you. Fire killing formation, rush for me." Seeing that Zhou Qingyi was a bitch when she opened her mouth, Mu Luoli took out a killing formation containing the power of flames. Disc. Hu ho ho. A moment later, countless flame dragons appeared in Tianzhu Peak's formation, flying towards Zhou Qingyi and others. The terrifying flames almost burned everything, and the temperature of the surrounding air rose instantly. In addition to the top-level holy-level formations that were initially arranged, Chen Luo later signed a lot of killing formations and simply arranged them in the formations. Li Yener and others all controlled the disc of part of the killing array, and could control the terrifying power of this killing array. "Little bitch, you dare!" Zhou Qingyi saw the sudden flames, her eyes were filled with fear. She didn't expect that Mu Luoli knew their identities and dared to attack them. It was too bold. Ho ho. In a moment, these fire dragons had already pounced on Zhou Qingyi and others. The terrifying flames continued to rise, making Zhou Qingyi and others look extremely ugly. "Little girl, you are so vicious at such a young age. It seems that you have to be punished." A brilliant light appeared in front of Zhou Qingyi and others, resisting the impact of the terrifying flames. Immediately afterwards, an old man with terrifying spiritual power surging around him tore through the space and appeared in front of the formation of Tianzhu Peak. The old man was surging with majestic spiritual power, and a sense of overwhelming oppression instantly filled the entire area. "Elder Zhao, arrest these two bitches. I want to let them know the consequences of offending me." Seeing the old man who suddenly appeared, Zhou Qingyi's eyes flashed with a hint of fierceness. This old man is the elder of their Jiuyang Holy Land, an invincible strong man in the realm of saints. "Don't worry, Saint, it's just The old man said lightly. Swish. Before the old man finished speaking, a powerful sword light suddenly appeared and penetrated the old man's body. The fierce sword light directly cut the old man's body in half. Chapter 49 Reason. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Outside Tianzhu Peak's formation, the originally noisy space now became extremely silent. It was so quiet that you could hear the falling leaves. Everyone in the Nine Suns Holy Land outside was stunned when they saw the scene in front of them. Their heads were buzzing, and a sense of absurdity filled their hearts. Not far away, the body of Elder Zhao, who was invincible in their saint realm, was broken into two parts, and blood was constantly flowing. There seemed to be a faint heat surging slightly. Is this their invincible Elder Zhao from the Nine Suns Holy Land? Why did he become so popular as soon as he appeared on the stage? What on earth is going on? Everyone felt their scalps numb and their bodies froze, unable to believe what they saw. Zhou Qingyi also had a dull look on her face, looking at the body that had been torn into two halves in the distance. Her body couldn't stop trembling. I thought that after Elder Zhao appeared, everything could be reversed. Unexpectedly, he disappeared as soon as he appeared. Li Yener and Mu Luoli were also stunned. Where did this sword light come from, so cruel? Tell me what you want to do with my good disciple. A clear voice sounded. Immediately afterwards, a handsome young man who looked like an immortal appeared in front of everyone, holding a piece of cucumber exuding spiritual energy in his hand. The young man walked slowly over while chewing a cucumber. Master, you are here. Mu Luoli's eyes lit up and she quickly ran to Chen Luo's side and hugged Chen Luo's arm. It turns out that Master is here, no wonder. Mu Luoli held Chen Luo's arm with a look of understanding on her face. If it was Chen Luo who made the move, it wouldn't be a surprise. Li Yener also quickly walked to Chen Luo's side, her eyes full of joy. Chen Luo walked slowly towards Zhou Qingyi's location and at the same time turned on the system's detection function. Name, Zhou Qingyi. Age, 19 years old. Realm, 6th Heaven of Creation Realm. Identity, Saint of the Nine Suns Holy Land in Central Region. Physique, Yang Spirit Body. Qualification, Holy Product. Qualification of the Holy King. It was you who killed our Jiuyang, the elders of Jiuyang Holy Land. Zhou Qingyi's eyes were full of fear, and he felt an extremely terrifying aura from Chen Luo. Although this momentum did not completely explode, it still gave Zhou Qingyi an extremely strong sense of oppression. I'm asking you something. Chen Luo said calmly. Stab. After saying that, a fierce and unparalleled spiritual impact appeared on Chen Luo's body, directly hitting Zhou Qingyi's right hand. Following a burst of violent and unparalleled explosions, Zhou Qingyi's right hand was directly blasted into debris by the terrifying destructive power. Ah, no. Zhou Qingyi immediately let out a heartrending scream. Severe pain instantly filled her whole body. She covered her shattered wound with her left hand, terrified. How dare you attack our Holy Lady? Seeing Chen Luo directly attacking their saint, many Nine Sun Holy Land monks nearby were filled with rage and rushed towards Chen Luo's location, Xuanhuan. Before the group of people could get close to Chen Luo, they were directly cut into pieces by Chen Luo's sword light. Minced meat and blood spread everywhere, and a strong smell of blood filled the entire space. This terrifying scene immediately made the remaining people sober up as if a bucket of cold water had been poured on them. This is not a character they can deal with. Zhou Qingyi's fear at this time had already covered up her severe pain, and she looked at Chen Luo with eyes filled with fear. She didn't expect that. She just wanted to come to Tianzhu Peak to catch a bitch, but she would encounter something like this. Not only did he lose his troops, but his own right hand was completely crippled. At this time, Zhou Qingyi wanted to eat the person who provided the information alive. Didn't it mean that Tianzhu Peak was just an ordinary branch of Daotian sect? Even Elder Zhao, the top powerhouse in their holy land, was directly killed. Is this what an ordinary branch can do? Now, can you answer my question properly? Chen Luo led Li Yener and Mu Luoli slowly towards Zhou Qingyi and others. Senior, I admire Li Yener. Zhou Qingyi said tremblingly. Bang! Before Zhou Qingyi could finish her words, a terrifying spiritual light erupted from Chen Luo's body again, blasting Zhou Qingyi's left arm into pieces again. Zhou Qingyi let out another scream of extreme pain, and threw herself straight on the ground. However, everyone around him dared to help him. You just spoke like a bitch, are you insulting my intelligence? If you keep talking nonsense, your head will be next, Chen Luo said calmly, looking at Zhou Qingyi in front of him with cold eyes. Zhou Qingyi bit her lips tightly, not daring to hide anything anymore, and told Chen Luo everything. It turned out that it was because of Lin Yan. After Lin Yan left Xuanhuan's sect, he went to Zhongzhou. Zhou Qingyi met Lin Yan in a secret place, and some stories happened between the two. Zhou Qingyi became obsessed with him and formed an incomprehensible entanglement and bond, so, after that, Zhou Qingyi began to investigate everything about Lin Yan, including some things before Lin Yan came to Zhongzhou. When she learned that Lin Yan had such a bad past, Zhou Qingyi wanted to completely wipe out Li Yan'er and wash away the shame Lin Yan had suffered in the past. In her opinion, a perfect and excellent person like Lin Yan should not have any stain. All these dirty pasts must be wiped out. Lin Yan. Chen Luo raised his eyebrows. He remembered that Li Yan'er did have some interactions with Lin Yan before. Unexpectedly, it was because of this matter. Mu Luoli, who was standing by, also heard for the first time that Li Yan'er had such a past, and then secretly glanced at Li Yan'er. He found that Li Yan'er did not move at all, and seemed to be indifferent. You thought of it yourself, and it has nothing to do with Lin Yan? Chen Luo asked. Just now from Zhou Qingyi's words, every word was her own, and Lin Yan seemed to be unaware. Yes, it was all my own decision, and Master Lin Yan didn't know what I did. Zhou Qingyi then gritted his teeth. You are sick, right? Lin Yan didn't even think of taking action, and you rushed to deal with my disciple. You really have a problem with your brain. Chen Luo suddenly felt speechless. It turned out to be a little lick dog. This woman must have a brain problem. Lin Yan himself didn't want to deal with Li Yan'er, but she came here on her own. She is really meddling in other people's business. When Chen Luo said this, Zhou Qingyi was also very upset. She regretted it so much that she shouldn't have come to Tianzhu Peak in person. What was she thinking? Why was she so depressed? She had to come to Tianzhu Peak, a terrifying place. Chapter 50, Strike First to Gain the Upper Hand. You are listening at novelfull.audio. How is Lin Yan now? Chen Luo asked. Mu Luoli and Li Yan'er were also staring at Zhou Qingyi at this time, obviously wanting to know the news about Lin Yan. Replying to the senior, Mr. Lin Yan is valued by the elders of the heavenly palace of the Soul Yuan Holy Temple, and has now been accepted as a personal disciple by the elders of the Soul Yuan Holy Temple. Zhou Qingyi continued trembling. Soul Yuan Holy Temple. Chen Luo narrowed his eyes slightly. It seems that he has never heard of this force. Master, this Soul Yuan Holy Temple is a hidden great power in the central region of the ancient continent. It is a top great power that is no less powerful than the Chaos Holy Land. Mu Luoli next to him seemed to see Chen Luo's doubts and continued, a top great power that is no less powerful than the Chaos Holy Land. The Chaos Holy Land is the top great power in the central region, and it is considered a top-notch power in the entire ancient continent. The Holy Land of the level of the Nine Suns Holy Land is simply a younger brother in front of the Chaos Holy Land. This Soul Yuan Temple can be compared with the Chaos Holy Land. It must be powerful to a terrifying degree. Lin Yan, that kid, actually joined such a powerful force. He is indeed the son of destiny. After reaching the advanced map, he immediately took off and joined such a powerful force. The central region is the core area of the ancient continent. There are many holy places and many top forces there. The comprehensive strength is more than one level stronger than that of the eastern region. Senior, I have a very good relationship with Lin Yan. If I die here, Lin Yan will be very sad. Zhou Qingyi seemed to have finally found a glimmer of life at this time, and then trembled. The other people from the Nine Suns Holy Land next to him also looked at Chen Luo cautiously. They can only hope that the name of the Soul Yuan Temple can suppress this demon. I have another question. Chen Luo ignored Zhou Qingyi's words and continued. Senior, please ask, I will tell you everything I know. Zhou Qingyi continued hurriedly, thinking that Chen Luo was afraid. / If I let you go, will you find someone to take revenge on me? Chen Luo continued seriously. Senior, as long as you let me go, I will ask our Saint Lord to prepare gifts to apologize to you after I go back. Zhou Qingyi will never set foot in the East region again in this life, Zhou Qingyi said hurriedly, but there was still a flash of crazy and violent color in her eyes, revenge. Not only do I want revenge, but I also want all the people in your Daotian sect to be buried with me. As soon as Zhou Qingyi finished speaking, Chen Luo's foot stepped down heavily, aiming directly at Zhou Qingyi's head. Zhou Qingyi's pupils shrank, and fear suddenly filled her heart. // bang. / With a terrifying collision sound, Zhou Qingyi's head was immediately crushed by the terrifying force. You lied to me. Chen Luo said lightly, as if he had done something insignificant. His, the Yen divine art, could clearly sense the tyrannical aura in Zhou Qingyi's heart, and she almost wanted to cut herself into pieces. Even if Zhou Qingyi really didn't intend to take revenge, Chen Luo would not let her go. After all, since she had already offended him, it would be safer to kill her directly. If you don't cut the grass at the root, it will grow again in the spring breeze. There is no need to leave a tale for yourself. The other remaining cultivators of the Nine Suns Holy Land next to him were all confused. He killed the person just after answering. Is that wrong? Moreover, didn't Her Highness the Saint say that she would not take revenge? Master, can you remind me before you do it next time? My skirt is all dirty. At this moment, Mu Luoli next to him said faintly, and her light green skirt was already stained with a lot of blood. Although such a master is very handsome, and fascinating, this skirt can no longer be worn. / next time for sure. / Chen Luo smiled slightly and touched Mu Luoli's head. Next time, there will be a next time. Mu Luoli curled her lips and looked at Chen Luo beside her playfully. Do you do it yourself, or do I help you? If you do it yourself, you can still have a whole body. Chen Luo then looked at the remaining cultivators of the Nine Suns Holy Land, his eyes full of coldness. Damn it, you are bullying too much. Devil, I will fight you. Our Holy Lord will help us get revenge, you wait. Even if I die, I will peel off a layer of your skin. The remaining cultivators of the Nine Suns Holy Land looked crazy and launched the final offensive against Chen Luo. The whole space seemed to be surging with waves of spiritual energy. Not knowing whether to live or die, Chen Luo shook his head slightly. Shwa. Before these guys rushed to Chen Luo, waves of sword light burst out from Chen Luo's body. The fierce sword light was accompanied by the power of desolation, directly cutting all the people into pieces. This is exactly Desolate Heaven sword art. After more than 10 days of practice, Yi Chen successfully mastered this high-level martial art. With a tenfold return of the training effect, Chen Luo's understanding of this martial art has reached a high level. With the death of these people from the Nine Suns Holy Land, the whole area was suddenly filled with a bloody smell. Luo Li, collect the bodies. Chen Luo then said to Mu Luoli. Mu Luoli nodded, then waved his right hand gently, and a fierce and unparalleled red flame surged out. The swift flames continued to burn the numerous corpses and blood around. This flame was the phoenix true fire after Mu Luoli awakened some blood power. Although it was still very weak, it was very simple to use it to burn these corpses. After cleaning up the entire battlefield, Chen Luo also collected their spoils. Although there were not many things, a mosquito is still meat no matter how small it is. I killed the saint of the Nine Suns Holy Land, and the guy from the Nine Suns Holy Land would not come to take revenge. Chen Luo frowned slightly. Although the Nine Suns Holy Land was not the top holy land, it was worthy of the name of a holy land. There were at least powerful saint kings in the gate. If, ding, it was detected that the host was under strong threat. Now a special task was issued to strike first. Strike first and gain the upper hand. The host killed the saint of the Nine Suns Holy Land, which will cause the host to be hostile to the Nine Suns Holy Land. Please strike first and gain the upper hand, and destroy the Nine Suns Holy Land as soon as possible. The reward for completing the task, primordial divine fire. Just then, the system prompt sounded in Chen Luo's mind. Chen Luo was stunned. Another special task was issued. Strike first and gain the upper hand, and let me destroy the Nine Suns Holy Land. I killed the saint, and the follow-up was arranged for me before the ashes were cold. This system is really, considerate, directly reward the primordial divine fire. Okay.